We're in Japan, guys. We have made it. We've spawned in Japan. I've been here for the last couple days, and I just wanted to come on here, give you guys my initial thoughts on Japan, on what I've been experiencing out here. It is very interesting, to say the least. I am literally at a park right now, so sorry if you hear just a bunch of background noise, helicopters and all that jazz flying overhead. I can't control that, unfortunately. This dude is like flying all around my head right now, of course, as I'm trying to film this video, so hopefully you can't hear the helicopter too bad. But yeah, we're in Japan. We are in Tokyo right now. Well, I'm on that, like, kind of the outskirts of Tokyo, but still. A couple things that I've noticed about Japan. The biggest, I would say, is like definitely the respect for just the quietness in the air, the like tranquility, people's respect for just the calmness, you know, the quietness. Everybody seems to really respect that. Like when I first landed, got off the plane, it was maybe like 7 p.m. got on the train, it was really quiet. And then I got to like the city and was just wandering around, you know, get into my room. Super quiet, guys. Just there's people everywhere, people walking around wandering, and everybody just seems like very much not loud. Like being loud out here is a no-no in Japan, and it's honestly great, you know. Being that I don't know Japanese, a language that is a beautiful language, I don't know Japanese. I speak English. People out here, English is spoken very few and far between. It's not, you know, the first language. So these last few days, I've just really been in solitude, reflecting on life, reflecting on how I got here in the first place, how I literally am in Japan right now. And it's been a really humbling experience to just sit down and, you know, I found myself literally at a park in Japan, not this one, at another one, just laying in the grass like, what is this? You know, how did I get here? And when I arrived in Japan, it was rainy, it was cold, it was 40 degrees, got off the plane, I was like, God damn. And coming from Hawaii, 80-degree weather, beautiful weather every day, that was Japan's way of welcoming me, a nice warm welcome. And that aside, the weather is now picking up, it's getting better. It's like 65 degrees right now, sunny. But those first couple days, and that plays like such a big, I would say, role on like your psyche, like just the weather, you know, the weather plays a big role in like your mood and all that good stuff. But I came out here, obviously I'm a photographer, and Japan is a photographer's playground. It is honestly just a very photocentric place. You know, a lot of just beautiful scenery, beautiful architecture, like rich history. The people, you know, being able to photograph people, that's something that I'm definitely learning. Like street photography, if you will. Trying to just, you know, capture like authenticity and just the rawness of Japan is what I'm trying to go for. And just in my photography in general, it's something that I definitely am trying to hone in, you know. I look at photography as a skill, as a practice, as a craft, and there's a whole slew of things that happen and that goes to making like a good photo, a good photographer. You know, photography is like an art, it's like a science, it's luck, it's being at the, you know, at the right place at the right time. So it's like a whole slew of things going on that make good photos, that make a good photographer, and that's what I'm learning. Japan, man, it is great so far, you know. I love going, and I just love traveling. Like, this is the chapter in life that I'm on, and coming out here, I came out here alone. I don't know anybody out here in Japan. I'm staying in a hostel. If you guys know me, if you know how I travel, I like to stay in hostels. And, you know, hostels, you get to meet people, you get to talk to people. But genuinely, in this hostel that I'm staying at, I guess it's a part of the Japanese culture, but I haven't really been talking to too many people. You know, there's definitely people in there, but it seems everybody's kind of doing their own little thing, which is cool. And, you know, I've kind of like, okay, my perception of this trip has changed a little bit. You know, I thought it was going to be similar to like all my other trips, you know, meet people in the hostel. And this one is really just me. It's solitude. It's going out there, exploring. And, you know, the part of town that I'm in right now, it is like kind of the older crowd, if you will. And more of the younger crowd, as I want to say, they're in like Kyoto is what I hear. So we're going to be going there. We're going to be just getting a little mix of everything. And that's kind of why I like traveling. And as I grow older, I'm learning like I'm not that big of a fan of like the city life. I'm not really a city guy. I'm more of a yeah, I like the countryside. I like nature. And don't get me wrong, this is absolutely gorgeous out here. But when I do go to the parks out here, I'm just like, it's like a sigh of relief. You know, being surrounded by buildings, it's cool. It's beautiful architecture. But I very much am passionate about being out in nature, being out in Mother Nature. There's something beautiful about that. So I am excited to venture out the city of Tokyo, which we will be doing. We're going to Fuji next. That's the next spot on the Japan itinerary. I don't know if I mentioned this, but we're going to be out here for about 30 days, a few weeks. So actually in the comments below, if you guys have been to Japan, let me know, because how I travel, I'm very much a like spontaneous traveler. I don't really plan anything. I'm kind of go with the flow type vibe. So if you guys know any good spots in Japan that I should check out, any good restaurants, things to do, nature to go see, leave it in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate that. And that's like the beauty of the internet, is what I'm finding. Is I posted a couple of photos of Japan I'm on Primal. This is like super down the rabbit hole, but it's basically like a Bitcoin social media network that's built on top of Bitcoin, the Lightning Network. Long story short, posted on there and got some really good engagement and some people that recommended some spots to check out, some restaurants, which I'm super, super thankful for. And that's something that I've been reflecting on lately while being out here in Japan, is just like the time and day and age that we live in, the information age. It's like such a beautiful time to be alive, truly. You know, you can go online, share your perspective, share your thoughts, share what you're doing, and other people can write, comment, you know, tag along what you're doing. And it's such a powerful thing, and it's something that I'm very grateful for. If I were to live out here, I would definitely have to learn Japanese, because this, you know, everywhere you go, it's pretty much people just speak Japanese, so maybe a little English here and there. But it's been cool. It's kind of been like, you know, like a video game, like a video game experience. Like I'm literally just observing the way in which this paradigm operates out here, kind of being like bird's eye view. I can't really understand exactly what they're saying, but it's cool to see how people operate out here. It's cool to see the culture and how people, I just genuinely really love the aspect of like the tranquility in the air, that vibe, that like something about that is so peaceful. And that's so like such like a grounding, and like it puts things into perspective when you have time to just sit, think on your thoughts, to ponder over your ideas, to connect ideas from the past to ideas that are happening now, and like form new ideas. That's literally where I've been at this whole time, is I'm just trying to like really unplug, if you will, and be present and be mindful while I'm out here, be observant while I'm out here, trying to observe the little details. This place is very clean, if you guys are curious. Bathrooms are very clean everywhere you go. Not a lot of trash, hardly any trash in the streets, which is interesting, because like I'll have like a water bottle, I'll finish a water bottle, and I can never find a freaking like trash can anywhere. But there's no trash on the roads in the city. The metro, the subway, the train, whatever you want to call it, is very, very clean. You know, you just have like the dichotomy between the two of like America. That's where I'm from. I've been to New York. I used to live in Chicago. I live in Virginia. And like, you take the public transportation out in America, it's not the best. Let's be honest. You know, it's different. You know, it's very different. And I don't want to go down that road too deep. There's beauty in both America and Japan, and it's cool to like. This is literally an American perspective of going somewhere like Japan we're in now. So it's really interesting to see this, and I literally couldn't have timed this better. The cherry blossoms are in full effect, full force right now, so it's absolutely stunning out here. I'm excited for what's to come. I love traveling, guys. You know, that's the stage in life I'm in right now. You learn so much about yourself through the process. You know, you immerse yourself in new experiences and new cultures, try new foods, talk and meet new people. And really what I'm coming to learn is like traveling, at least for me, it's about, there's a pigeon watching me right now. What's up, bro? It's literally about the person that you become in the process of traveling. You know, on this journey that we're all on in life, we're all trying to figure this thing out. Like, what is life? Who are you? What is your purpose? Where do you want to go in this life? And I feel like I've been on the road since Hawaii. Well, before that, we'll take it back a step further. Late last year, in 2024, I took a trip out to Thailand. I stayed there for 2 months, and I just backpacked Thailand. And that was my first big trip overseas, first time staying in hostels, first time a whole lot of things, just like living out of a backpack and being somewhere entirely new. I don't know anybody. I did it solo. Whole lot of things for the first, if you will. And that really opened my eyes and perspective to traveling. Then I was like, okay, we're gonna do something big. And now I'm here. I did 30 days in Hawaii. That was a beautiful experience. Definitely check out the content revolving around Hawaii because very beautiful out there. Just the scenery, the nature, all of it. It's just a crazy combination. Now we're here in Japan. We're staying out here for 30 days. And I feel like 30 days is not, I know it sounds like a lot to some people, like, wow, 30 days. It's not a lot of time to like really, you know, it's a chunk of time, but to really immerse yourself in like such a new place and a foreign place, I feel you need way more time than like 30 days. But it's what we have. It's what we're gonna make do. And I'm just trying to take it all in, guys, because this is such like a unique perspective. You know, very blessed, very fortunate to be in this position, to be able to travel. And genuinely, I just want to be present and able to just like share that authentically with you guys, share it as best I can. That's kind of like where my thoughts are going while I'm out here in Japan. And yeah, man, there's a lot of people out here. Definitely a lot of people everywhere you go. Like, I was in Shibuya. I went to the pedestrian crossing. I believe it's like one of the most busiest pedestrian crossings in the world, at least top 10 or something. And you can go to like this overlook and see like the pedestrians crossing, and it was just like, wow, like people everywhere. And that was on a rainy day, so I couldn't imagine when it's actually like a nice day like today. So yeah, it's people everywhere out here, and it's cool to see how everyone's very friendly from what I've encountered and experienced so far. People are very polite. People just have like such a, I would say, like a respect for the people around them out here. You know, they respect the quietness. Like, I just gotta hone in on that, guys, because being out in America, that's not the case, man. It's, you know, I feel like everywhere you look, it's not the best. I honestly, guys, like, this is like off the deep end. This would be a chill spot to live, I feel. Like, I would definitely have to learn Japanese, but like maybe when I'm older in life, when I'm ready to like raise a family, this is a pretty chill spot, not gonna lie. It's like just the aura in the air right now is up there. I can't lie to you. Really humble people. People seem like they have really good hearts out here. And I've only been here for like a week. and I'm ready. You know, like I said, you need a lot of time to really immerse yourself, but these are just my general observations of what I'm seeing, what I'm experiencing so far, and it's been quite stellar. And the photography, it's crazy. I talked about this in my last video. The Leica M11-P is what I've been using for all my photography. Literally using one camera, one lens. I'm using the 35 Apo Summicron. Such a phenomenal lens and such a phenomenal camera. And intentionally doing that, like limiting yourself to one tool and like really having to understand that tool and getting to a deeper understanding, like it's the back of your hand, is where I'm getting and where I'm wanting to go with this camera in particular. And I've used a few cameras over the years. I've used Sony, I've used Fujifilm, I've used Nikon. And this camera right here, I feel is like made for me. It's such a phenomenal camera. And it takes amazing images. And it keeps me in the present moment, you know, not looking at a screen. It's just a camera that has a piece of glass that you look through. The rangefinder experience of being able to like manually focus, such a great experience. And I'm definitely wanting to do and go more in depth with this camera in the future. I've had it since the beginning of this year, 2025, and it has been a great camera, let's just say that. But yeah, we're out here in Japan and just experiencing this stuff, man, experiencing this firsthand. Not a lot of people get to make it to Japan, and I definitely encourage you, if you are on the fence, if you're looking for a sign and you're like, man, I want to go to Japan, go to Japan. Travel, just get out there, go live. You know, that's where I'm at in life. And I encourage each and every one of you to explore the unknown. You know, you never know what awaits you right around the corner, and you never know who you're gonna meet on these like on these trips, on these travels. You never know. You never know. It's just be open, be receptive. If you guys are interested in seeing more of my images, if you guys are interested in hearing more of my thoughts on the matters like Japan, on traveling, on just life in general, I have started a newsletter. It's called The Lens of Life, and it is the self-actualization through the lens of life. Either the lens of this camera or the lens of my eyes. And I'm aiming to get better at writing over the years, and it's something that I'm in it for the long run. Same with making these videos. So if you guys are interested, my Substack is in the description. I come out with a weekly newsletter and just documenting this experience, documenting this life right before my eyes. I feel like it's such a unique perspective. So if that is of interest to you, link is in the description. And then also where I am posting all my newest work whenever I go out to these like really cool places and just take a banger image. The first place it usually goes is on Instagram. So my Instagram is in the description below. And with that, hopefully you guys like this video. This is how I like this kind of format. Like, I want to kind of immerse myself a little bit when I get there to a new place, have a little time to kind of figure my way around, and then come on here on camera and just kind of share some of my thoughts and opinions about the experience so far. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it on up here. I don't even know where I'm at, some park, but we're about to go back, go edit. I'll leave you guys with this. Go chase your dreams. Go live the reality you know you want to live deep down in your heart. You know, life is meant to be lived. Don't forget to live it. And with that, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.